Hey guys, MFC Studios here, and oh my gosh, it has been a long time. Sorry that I haven't done any videos on the channel. I just been busy, stuff's been going on, and I just didn't have time to make figures. But I've made these two right here, Baby Yoda and Mando, so let's get into the showcase right now. Alright, so first, of course, we gotta start off with Mando. So first, we'll start off with his weapons. So first weapon is his pistol. And yeah, his pistol, I made it out of a Clone Army Customs gun, and that was actually Padme's gun. And then I glued this little piece right here, and that was from this gun here. So I did that, and I painted this tip silver. And yeah, and it really looks realistic to the gun. I'm really proud of it. Alright, and the next gun is this long one. And man, this, guys, took a while. A lot of work was put into this gun. So first, this was one of those cowboy guns. I forgot what type it was, but it was like brown, and it goes long like this. Yeah, so I had to cut that off, and then I had to cut this off, and this piece is part of a carrot and those Lego pieces, and I glued that on there. And then this piece right here is from one of the old Star Wars: The Clone Wars pistols, and I just chopped off the handle, and yeah, I painted that silver. And then this is from another just Lego gun, and it's the scope, so I use that. And then these are two different pieces, two different Lego pieces, a switch and a antenna, and I glued them together, and then I painted that black, and then I painted the silver. And then this are from two scythes, and I glued them together, and I painted that silver. And then on this side, flip it over. On this side, there's gold right there and there and there, and there you go. So that's it for his long gun. To the figure, there's a lot of work put into this figure, guys, so let's get started. First, we'll start off with his legs. So first, I painted his boots. I painted them two different colors because that's how it is in the show. So this one's brown, and then this one's gray. And then I painted this line, it goes all the way to the back. Same on this one, goes all the way to the back here. And then I glued the knee pads here, painted that brown, and then painted that gray. And then I added a black line that goes to the sides to the back, even on this side. But then these are like bullets for his gun. And I just glued those pieces. These are like wire pieces that I found. And I just glued them on there, painted that black, and then painted that silver. His pistol holster, that's just a plastic piece I found, and I glued that on there, painted that brown, and then I painted that brown to go to the belt, and then I painted this part silver, and then I painted this part silver, and then I outlined it with gray, and then gray right there, and I outlined it with gray and silver, and I got silver right there, and the silver like this on the side. And then to the torso, I molded this with green stuff, painted that silver, added this dark gray, and then this is made out of fabric, painted that brown, painted that black, and then the silver. And then these are the same pieces right here, but I glued them here, and I painted that brown, gray, and then silver. And then this little piece I found, I painted that brown, and then there's two more of those, and I painted that silver, brown, and gray. And then the belt actually goes all the way to the back, and that's all fabric, and I painted that brown. And then this is a little fabric piece that I found, I painted that silver. And then this is made out of pop can metal, this little pocket, and I painted that brown, and I painted that little silver, and then the gray line right there. And then to the arms, so the tips, I painted that a tannish color that I found. Or not found, I mean, I had that tannish color for a long time. It's kind of old, so it really worked it well. And this is a cream color right there, and then blue. And then I glued this here, painted the silver. And I glued this here, painted the silver, and then the black line, two lines right there. And then this is made out of pop can metal, and then I molded the shape on here, and I painted that silver. Same on this side, molded that on some metal, and I painted that silver. And then I glued these two pieces on here, painted that silver, and then the two black lines. And then the cream color, and then the blue, and then the tan color. And then to the helmet, here we go, the helmet. So, I finally got that Mandalorian set that comes with a bunch of Mandalorians. And so, I molded the visor part to outline the T here. And then I molded this here. And then I molded that right there and there. And then I painted this all silver. And then I outlined it with dark gray, and just to make it look more realistic, and it really works well because it was really bad if I just kept it all silver. It wouldn't show the detail. And yeah, then take off the helmet. So that's what the helmet looks like, and actually here's the back of the helmet right there. You go. And then the inside, there you go. And to the face, he just has a black face. And then I glue fabric on the neck and the cape. I had to do some stuff on the cape. Oh man, it's pretty crazy. Let me take off the cape now. Let's see, I gotta take off the head. Alright, so with the cape, to make it the shape that it is right now, I had to glue it on one of these back pieces here. I had to do that just to keep the shape, and it worked out pretty well. So yeah, and then here's the back of him. Not really anything to show because I never seen the back of him. So, and I tried to glue the jetpack on there, but it failed. And I just tried something, but it failed. So, nothing really to worry about that. But the figure overall is great, I think. I hope you guys like this figure. Tell me in the comments below that you enjoy this figure. And alright, so now let's move on to Baby Yoda. Let's move on to him. Alright, so here's Baby Yoda, and so yeah, let's get into this. The little body is a I don't know where, it was from a one of those vending machine, or not vending, one of those games, and it came with a little person, little character guy, and it was all white. And so I cut off the head. I actually do have the original, where the head is. I got the head right here. This is the head, and I cut that off, and then I molded Baby Yoda's head, and I glued this fabric on here all over. So I glued it right here, and then on the body, and then these two little pieces here, and I painted that tan color. And then the head, I molded everything, molded the ears. I painted that all green, painted the inside of the ears red, and then that cream color for the toenails, and then the fingernails on both hands here, going to the back of them. And that's what the back looks like. There you go. And then I also glued some I don't know what that stuff that I found, but it was some kind of fabric, but really thin fabric, and I glued that on the head for hair. So now, and the eyes I painted black, and then I added 2 white dots, and then the mouth I just painted a little bit black. And here you go. So I'll pick him up. So that's what he looks like. And there you go. And just comparing the figures together side by side, the size is pretty good. I'm really happy with the size because I really didn't know how I was going to do this until I found this body, and it worked out really well. So yeah, that's it for Baby Yoda. And now let's just end the video. So that's it for these figures, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really proud of this figure, and man, it was so great to make this custom. It feels great to do figures again. And I also did that Kobe figure. I will have a showcase for that actually very soon, probably tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I had posted pictures on my Instagram. I just never did a review. So I'll definitely just do a review on that. And yeah, so that's it, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and may the force be with you always.